Do you know where we are?
This is Earth.
After Earth. This movie is directed and co-written by M. Night Shyamalan, the director who was once known to be the next Alfred Hitchcock, and now everybody thinks he should burn in hell. Honestly, I really like the fucking movie. I know nobody else does, but this critic says
Fuck all the other critics.
I'll start off by first acknowledging, yes, this has a more personal meaning to me. I've had to do a lot of growing in my life. A lot of it had to do with a lot of the messages and philosophies that are being communicated in this film. But regardless of that, I would still consider this to be a really good movie. Will Smith and Jaden Smith. This is not The Pursuit of Happiness Part 2 like I thought it was gonna be. Basically, Will Smith is this emotionally closed off dude who is known to be fearless. Will Smith has a kid, Jaden Smith, who has a lot of fear and is very emotional. So the character growth they have to go through is one has to learn how to feel, the other one has to learn how to not be so emotional and to face his fears. And I think they honestly both do a good job at it. They're giving Will Smith crap for not being the charismatic self that he normally is. But why would this character be Mr. Funny Charming Guy? Jaden Smith. Honestly, he does a fine job in this film. He's not the terrible actor that everyone's talking about. Yes, he's not the best thing in the world, but he's good enough. The main thing I loved about this was the story. I love science fiction, I love survival tale movies, and this film takes a concept like that, but is more of like a parable for all the messages. This film is strongly about its messages and its philosophies. It's not so much about being this big, crazy science fiction action adventure film. No, it's about a father and son relationship. It's about having to survive, and it's about what mentality it takes to get through this journey. It's a great metaphor for anyone who wants to accomplish anything in life. And Will Smith, he does a good job. A very good job. Remember when he used to have Vulcan ears? I just love the story of having to face your trauma in order to let it go so you can grow as a person. Yes, it does move slower than most movies, but I wouldn't consider this a slow movie. I would consider a movie that more so takes its time, but it builds tension and allows for other elements to be at play. This movie is basically a science fiction backdrop for its messages. There's also some great cinematography in here. There's awesome visual effects. Not all the time, but a lot of the time there is. And last thing I have to say, Hollywood is really making me not want to live on planet Earth anymore. And I know what you're thinking.
It's not because of the Jews.
I like Jews, and I also like
Gays and blacks.
You might be wondering what the point of all that is. Honestly, I don't fucking know. Let me get straight to the point here. All in all, I gotta say, and I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, After Earth got it right. Alright guys, thanks for checking out my review for After Earth. Why don't you go ahead, scroll that comment box below, and tell me, what is your favorite movie about Earth sucking? And if you want to see a more in-depth review of After Earth, go ahead and check out my show called Reasons to See that I do with my buddy Jerry. He's the white guy right there with the beard and all that shit. And last but not least, if you want to get updated every time one of my reviews is out, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Take a knee.